what opera really is and what the spoken theatre really is, I think, are two really completely different things. It probably would be true to say that in spoken theatre, the written word has the most important role to play. And everything that's happening on stage and behind the scenes is about serving that written word. Whereas in opera, the most important thing is the music. And there are words, of course, as well, but they are always secondary to the music, which carries with it so much more emotion and story to it than words ever could in that context. So for me, that's the major difference between spoken theatre and opera. I think the words have to come first because the composer has to set those words to music, and in order to make sure that the words are set in the right emphasis, the composer needs to know the words that are going to be sung before he or she writes the music. And of course, then you can make changes and so on afterwards, but no, the words will almost always come first. If you were going to write the words, the most important thing is to realize that your job is the least important part of it. And the most important part is to find a composer whose music speaks to you. Write them a letter and say that you really like their music, why you like their music, and why that might have inspired you to write the words for an opera. Because although the words are much less important than the music in an opera, they are on the whole the thing that comes first. And so therefore they provide a lot of stimulation and provocation and inspiration for the composer when the composer is doing his or her work. In terms of somebody who was thinking about composing music for opera, if they've already composed music of another type before, I suppose I would want to know what about your music and what about your interest in music makes it suitable for performing in a theatrical context. Does it contain drama? Does it contain tension? Are you interested in writing characters through music and so on, and collaborating? In any staged performance, there are so many people working on it that a composer can often feel a loss of control there. And for me, the most satisfying collaborations have been with those composers who really love to love the theatre and they understand the theatre